All right, we're here with Lewis Central head coach Justin Camrad, one of the top programs in all of Western Iowa. Coach, first of all, talk about your season, kind of everything that jumped out. Obviously, you got to coach your son one more run, and what things look like for your program moving forward.
Yeah, it was a really exciting season for us, coming off a state championship the year before. A lot of expectations, a lot of guys returning from that team offensively, a lot of guys, that we just signed. We have 5 of our guys that are going on to play college football next year from that class, and was really excited about, the guys we're bringing in, and, had a fabulous season, made another run at a championship, went 12-0 up into the championship game, and, lost a nail-biter, lost by 7 in the title game, and, just look back at maybe the mistakes and some things that we got to continue to get better at as a program, but, really excited about, what we were able to accomplish with this group and back-to-back state championship games, and just sort of put us in that position to keep moving forward a little bit and keep motivating our guys to continue to get back to that level every single year.
Yeah, you've shared this stat when you were on the radio, but how many Division I prospects have you guys put out now at Lewis Central on the run that you're on? Because it's really remarkable when you break down the total number of D1 guys you've had.
Yeah, I think it was 14. I think we've had 14 in the last 9 years.
Wow.
That have went on to play Division I college football, and that doesn't include our guys that are at Division II or NAI levels. So we, for us and being a small program, smaller, group of guys, we have some really talented football players. They buy into what we're doing and they believe in that, and they all see each other going on and moving on. And so, it's been a really special time for us as coaches to really build our program and get us to where we have been.
Well, then speak on the Max Duggan effect, because when you have a player like that, it's a generational player for a community, for a city, for an area. What has his presence done just for other kids in your program, the community, and everybody kind of around Council Bluffs and Lewis Central football?
I think the biggest thing is just the attention that it brought to our community and to our school. Everyone at this point knows about Lewis Central and football because of what we've been able to do on the field, but he just brings a little bit more light to what we're doing, and he's probably the 3rd or 4th guy in that run of Division I football players that have come out. So he saw some guys go before him and really built on that, and then his legacy at Lewis Central is unbelievable. Led us to our first semifinal appearance back in 2018, and just really did so many amazing things. And this for him, and hit the spotlight that he put out there for us, and just to motivate our kids. They want to be like him. They saw him. There's Max Duggan jerseys all over the place, and there's purple all over, our school. And so I just think it continues to motivate our kids. They want to be like him.
When you got a good group returning, let's start with Owen Thomas, 6'3", tight end, 220 pounds. What do you like about Owen Thomas?
The biggest thing for him is, he's a guy that really didn't leave the field for us last year. Missed the sophomore year due to an injury, and, came back and, played every down at our tight end position, played our inside linebacker position, very versatile. He's a physical downhill player that's aggressive, and for his size moves extremely well, and, has generated a lot of interest because of that. And so we're really excited about his ability, going into next year and what he's going to bring to us, especially on the defensive side, where we return a lot of our guys.
Yep, I mean, just being kind of like a big inside linebacker, and just being able filling the holes, and being able to be athletic too, and being able to play in zones and play man-to-man against running backs that are coming out of the backfield and everything. And
yeah, you had 13.5 tackles for loss, 67 total tackles. Just kind of describe your season last year.
It was good. It was especially not playing my freshman and sophomore year. I really feel like I was learning as the season went on, and every game I feel like I was just getting better and better. And especially showing my last championship game, I had my career high tackles in a game, and it was 10.5, and just kind of showed that I'm just keep on getting better and better as I keep on growing as a player and growing as an athlete.
What's next for you in recruiting? I mean, what do you want to do as far as camps, visits? Do you have some things lined up for the spring and summer?
Yep. I'm going to visit Iowa, Wyoming, Northern Illinois, and Kansas State, and a couple other schools. And they're just pretty much junior days and visiting spring practices, and maybe go to a couple camps that to show off they haven't seen me yet, in person, and kind of just show off my ability and see it in person for them to see in person.
And then another guy you brought for the class of 2024, Curtis Witty?
Witty, yep.
Curtis Witty, obviously 6'1", 175, 4.0 kid in the classroom, receiver, defensive back, punt returner. What do you like about Witty?
It's just his versatility. You know, he was an all-state, defensive back, but very well could have been all-state receiver. You know, had 995 receiving yards and led us with touchdowns, receptions on the year, and was a first-team all-state player. You know, stepped into a role after guys got hurt. You know, kick return, punt return, high football IQ, extremely intelligent. Led the state in interceptions. You know, this past year, led it for a while as a junior or as a sophomore, and just has a really football IQ. With his dad being one of our assistant coaches, been around the game a really long time, and just has a knack for the game, and is going to be a really, really special talent again for us next year, and really lead our wide receiving core and our defensive back.
You know, junior year was like the next step in high school, going from playing as a sophomore to playing as a junior. And last year I wasn't really the pass-catching type of player. I was more of the role player, get other guys open, block my butt off in the run game. But I think off-season wise, training, knowing that you'd be stepping into that bigger role as a junior and more of the target, going to the end zone, deeper routes, things like that, kind of like a switch kind of flipped in that aspect of it. So I started playing a little bit different, I guess.
And you had a really good quarterback throwing you the ball.
Oh, of course. I mean, in the offseason, me and Braylon got together a lot, making that connection and building that bond together.
Well, yeah, what's next for you as far as colleges go and recruiting? I mean, what do you think you need to do? You've done some really great things with all-state honors. So how do you kind of take that next step and get on some radars?
Well, it's going to start with me reaching out to other people because I'm not 6'6", I'm not 6'5", I'm not 200 pounds. Like, it's going to be a lot of me trying to reach out to other people and them talking back, and then they see stats and things like that and just how I am as a person. That would kind of build the character and build the bond.